Hello and welcome back. This is Life in Blood Atlanta. I am your storyteller for the evening, Dangle. Before I introduce the kindred for this evening, just a word of warning. There may be some content that some viewers might find a little bit troubling or problematic. If you are one of these and you need to take a step away or feel like you need to, even if you think you need to, do that, because your mental health is much more important than a game. So, that being said, joining me this evening is Fela playing Tori.
Hello.
Buttons, once again playing Danny.
Heyo.
And then Nen playing Steven.
Evening.
We anticipate Kosia jumping on and reprising her role as Beth as well. However, not here currently. So, what happened last time? Specifically, Buttons, I need to know because you weren't here. I don't think.
I was not here. And of course, as things typically do, shenanigans ensued.
Yes, give us a rundown of what happens, person who wasn't here. Oh, so much happened. Where to start? We met the Primogen Council.
The newly appointed force-fed Primogen Council.
Yes. Then we... Well, Beth and Steven... Well, Steven got a new name. And then Beth and Steven went to harass some teenagers that were hanging out at 99 Bottles looking for Peter. Tori went with Cook. Got at the start of an operation going. We raided Amaltalev's house while the others were doing things and causing problems and getting people noticed. And then Tori found a Setite, hid it from the coterie, and then we left. I don't know, what else did I miss?
The Setite found one of Pete's friends before us.
Yeah,
You got people
yeah.
noticed.
To be fair, it actually wasn't Beth and Steven. But yeah, they were looking into crappy, supposed to be fake IDs. One was actually a fake ID, the other one was not. So yeah, that was the thing. But yeah, I think he pretty much got everything. Danny was off fitting Lulu for her time in the spotlight, I guess.
Ideally not in the spotlight.
Yeah. But you know.
Her night in the shadows.
Yeah. So, can I please get everybody's rouse checks for the evening?
Pass.
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 That's a first time in a long time there.
Oh, don't worry, Kosi's gonna get all the bad luck when she finally comes in. Just watch. Sorry,
Probably.
Kosia.
Probably, but it's fine. So, you wake up Nobody has any new messages. Nobody has any new voicemails, missed calls, nothing. I would like to know what all of you immediately would like to start your night doing.
Steven's going to rush back to the coterie house because he realized they forgot to tell Samal about his blood hunt being suspended.
I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
Is that all you want to do?
Also text Tori that just in case she can get there first.
She's got other things that she's working on first. She will say that she's planning on bringing Danny by there later. Can Tori the night before have left either a note or asked Alan if he could pick up a projector for her? Or 2 projectors if he wanted one for the place?
Yeah, he could probably pick a couple up. He would ask, like, what's the budget, but
She would just smush cash into his hand, I don't know.
that's about what I expected.
Oh, and an Alexa.
Yeah. So yeah, he'd be willing to go take care of that stuff for you.
Yeah, that would have been the night before she went to bed. Did anyone else want to do things before I start this?
Danny was just gonna text you saying, hey, I've just about got Lulu ready. When do we want to do this?
Okay. Text back. Probably soon. Can you see if Red has the rats I asked for ready?
Sure thing.
And then Tori will go find Alan.
He is in the main part of the garage, doing his nightly feedings for the puppies.
I have something to ask you, and feel free to say no if you don't want to do it.
Okay.
So I have procured some rats from the Nosferatu. I planned on having them released at 2 of Carissa's restaurants. However, it will be 2 nights from now, and I cannot do that because I will be otherwise occupied. When I let you know, would you be able to do that?
As long as I don't have to go inside, I think it'll be fine.
No, the rats will have directions given to them.
I don't like full kindred things, and I'm sure this is one of those full kindred things.
Yeah, I can talk to animals. Have you not I've done it here.
Yeah, I knew you were like barking at Blitz there for a little bit, and I just thought you were just being weird.
No, I can actually talk to him.
Oh, wonderful.
You should bring him with you when you do that, though, just in case. He's very good at detecting kindred.
Okay.
Just in case, because I know things aren't great right now.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't want to go inside.
And that's why I said you can say no.
Sure. Does Beth have another car that I can borrow?
Yeah.
Make it a quick, like, in, out, and gone?
Yeah. You can say no. I can figure out someone else to do it. It's okay.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'll do it. I just need something that'll get me away quicker than, then he just kind of like points at his feet.
Right. I will leave Blitz with instructions to let you know if someone's there.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm sure you're probably gonna have like some sort of containment vessel instead of me just like throwing a bunch of rats on the ground, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you should just be able to drop off a box and be good to go.
Okay, good, because rats kind of creep me out, but it'll be fine if they're in a box.
Yeah.
and not just little fuzzy ones either.
What?
That Nosferatu.
Oh.
Kind of freak me out.
Yeah, you won't have to deal with them. It's fine.
Good. Oh, by the way, the projectors and the other stuff that you wanted me to get is over there.
Oh, good. Feel free to put the one wherever you want. I don't really care.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind, but I already like synced up the things to where I assume that you wanted it to be able to play stuff. Like
Yes.
videos and stuff like that. Okay.
Not
So
here, though, so I don't know if you got two or just one.
I got a couple of them. I
Okay.
also might have went to my storage unit and got my stuff.
That's fine.
But anyway,
Kind of figured you'd be here for a while.
hopefully not that long.
Is however
Who knows?
long this is going to take. We're working on it.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I took the liberty of the one that we're going to be shipping over there to the other place, which I don't know where the other place is, but you just said it's not for here, so I assume it's another place.
Yeah.
I took the little dot thing and hooked it to the little stick thing, and it should work now.
Okay. Thank you. If you don't need anything else, I'm gonna go get things set up.
Okay. If you need me, let me know.
Potentially. I'm not sure how I'm gonna get the actual rats here, because no one else knows where this is.
A box?
Right. I'll let you know if I need to.
Okay. Actually, as a matter of fact, he kind of like starts walking over to the corner, and he's got a couple of the flip top storage like bins. And he starts taking stuff out of them. I've got this, and I've got a like dolly out back if you need to borrow it to like transport them.
Oh, I'm not even actually sure how many there are, so that's part of what I'm going to figure out right now.
Yeah, I just know little moving things can get heavy and get awkward, which I guess for you guys is not as big of a deal for us, but you know.
I mean, you still get some of the strength.
Yeah, it's just not as well, it might just be me, but it's just not as, you know. It's the stamina that I like personally. Again, that's just me.
That you like or that you lack?
No, that I like. I used to be a little asthmatic kid,
Oh,
and now I can run for like miles, and now it's fine.
good for you then.
Makes me feel like I can do something. Anyway, yeah, if you need this stuff, by all means, you're letting me stay here for basically free. So,
Oh, no, you're helping
least I can
so
do.
much with the dogs. We'll see. Maybe I can... Yeah, we'll figure out how to get there. Get them here. I know you said you don't like normal kindred stuff. If you did want to go that route, let me know. I'll
Yeah,
help you.
if I wanted to go that route, I'd pick the most normal of the bunch, and I don't think there's really a normal one of the bunch.
Some are better than others. The offer stands for you or any of the others.
Okay. I'm sure we'll have plenty of choices soon, hopefully.
Yes. Obviously, I can't promise anything, but I would at least attempt.
Okay, good to know.
Let Nyx know if you still talk to her. It's been a minute since I've spoken with her.
Yeah, she's around. If I talk to her tonight, I'll let you know.
Okay. Tori will call Blitz and then see if she got a response from Danny.
Did Tori get a response from Danny? Did Danny actually
Like-
ask Red? Is the main thing.
Yeah, while Tori's taking care of that after she got the text, Danny would hop on over to Red's and pop in and see if the rats are ready.
He says, yeah, they're still a little bit small, but it'll be fine. They'll grow quick enough. Where does she need them?
Let me ask. I think she said she's swinging by to pick them up, so let me see if she's interested in the delivery service. And so at that point, Danny will text Tori. Where do you want them?
I was going to swing by and bring him to the apartment.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna come by and pick them up. Don't worry.
Okay. She need them in like a cage or anything?
You need a cage or you got a box?
Split into 2 cages if you can.
2 cages if we got it.
Because he's currently working on something. So he like just sticks his hand up and just thumbs up.
Danny will literally text Tori the thumbs up emoji.
Nothing back. Then she will make her way over to Barney's.
Okay. So you get there and there's nobody but Danny there.
Just have Blitz stay outside. Not gonna haul him down the ladder.
Yeah, it's a bit much.
So where are the rats?
Said they were like over here, and she'll just kind of gesture to. I'm assuming Red set everything up before he skedaddled to wherever he went.
Oh, he's still there. He hasn't left.
Okay.
He hasn't brought him out yet, though.
Right. Hey, Red, Tori's here.
About that time, you hear like rattling of some cages. Then you hear a clunk. Ow, son of a... Swear to God. And then you hear like cages again. He comes out. It's actually, you know, those old like fold-out shopping carts that people used to take to like corner stores and all that fun stuff. He's got 2 cages just full of rats in there. There's about 10 rats per.
Very nice. I wasn't sure how many I was getting.
I figure you've been nice enough not to like, I don't know, shit can me, so yeah, give you a couple extra.
I find you amusing, it's fine.
Oh, good, I'm amusing. I guess some things never change.
I didn't say it
Danny's
was a
just
bad
losing
thing.
it in the corner.
I mean, would you rather have that or be found annoying?
I mean, that's another thing that people often say. So
You have done annoying things, but not enough for me to actually think you're very annoying.
no, well, I guess you'll see how annoying I can be to other people on Monday.
What are you planning on doing?
Oh, I'm going with you,
Oh, I see. Very nice.
Bonnie. Yeah, Bonnie said I had to, so said just keep us safe.
I
Okay.
hope this is something you want to do.
I mean, it's been a minute since I bashed somebody's face in, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Interesting. Lots of people find me annoying too, so it'll be fun.
It just comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You know, the whole Gingrel Nosferatu, that whole thing.
Low clan pride, baby.
Something
well.
like that.
We're scary to people, so
Yeah, I might have
I
a little
lost.
trick up my sleeve. It'll be fun.
oh, good.
New trick.
I've been working on it.
I should probably bring out my old trick.
Oh,
Make
what's
sure it's
that?
in one piece. Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
I feel like I should be worried.
Oh no, not you.
Just whoever is standing in our between us and what we're looking for.
Pretty much, yeah.
Danny, you want to come with me and do some installation for me? Because I don't know how to do this.
I mean, I can. Where are we going? And what am I installing?
She'll sling her bag around, and from the bag, she'll just pull out like the projector and then Alexa.
Oh, fuck yeah, that shit's easy.
Okay, good.
You still didn't tell me where we're going, though.
That's fine. I'll show you.
Okay.
Somewhere you haven't been, but I still need to drop these off at the apartment.
I'll follow you, I guess, since I don't know where we're headed.
Yeah, do you mind grabbing one of these while we go up?
Nah, I gotcha.
You need anything, Red?
No, I'm good.
See you in a few days. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. So you make your way up, you take the rats over with very little incident. You get some weird looks because there are still people milling about. It's early enough. However, nobody really questions the weird lady with the cages of rats.
Good. They better not.
And the giant dog.
The giant dog's probably why.
That helps.
So yeah, take them upstairs and just leave them for now.
Okay.
To Danny, if you want to give me just a minute, I need to swing in and talk to Cameron, and I will be right back out.
Sure thing.
Tell Blitz to stay outside. Swing in to see if Cameron's there.
Of course.
Why would he be anywhere else?
Yep.
Cameron, do you have a second to step to the back?
And he kind of looks around. And it's pretty empty in here. He's like, well, I don't really know if we even need to go in the back, but if you want to, we can.
I would feel better just because of ears.
Does it have anything to do with my friends?
Yes.
No, you're fine. These are the friends.
Oh, gotcha.
At least this is the kind of 10 of the 30.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. The rest of them
Okay.
are showing up later.
I see. Okay, there is a warehouse. That would be spectacular if it could be hit. On Valentine's.
Okay. What do you want me to tell him as far as the reason?
It is someone who did some absolutely horrible things to me in my past. And they're working out of there, and I want it hit. I don't expect it to actually get damaged, but it's a message.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is they hit you at one point, and you figured out where they're at, and they're hurting other people too, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And he kind of like waves and kind of motions his hand. This guy comes over. He's got gray hair, just beard, actual head of hair. His eyes are pretty sunken in. Got a vest on. He's got a bunch of patches on it. And he was like, "Hey, this is who I was telling you about. They found where they're working from, so we're gonna just go with that for now until we can find where they're living." And guy just kind of, yeah. I just need to know what address. You
Good
can write it
address?
down. I'll make sure it. Yeah. You like write it down for him. And you hand it to him. He was like, "Yeah, I'll make sure this goes up in smoke later."
I don't expect it to fully go down, but any damage that can be done would be fantastic. Just let me know how much, and I will get it to you.
Well, that all depends on exactly what happens. I will charge you for services rendered. Just roughing some people up. We'll call that free for the circumstances. Actual property damage, that's going to cost you a little bit because we might actually get caught, so you don't fail.
I don't want you to go physically mess with anyone there. I just want the place to be hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Property damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, now we'll stop by. You said on Monday, right?
Yes. Around midnight, 1 o'clock, if you could.
I'll take my old lady. She'll think that's a great end to that evening. Get real hot and steamy, as it were.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. I'll make sure it happens. You take care of you.
I appreciate it, thank you.
And he turns and kind of walks back over to his group of people. Do you have any points in Streetwise?
I do.
Give me an intelligence Streetwise, please.
Wow. 5.
Okay, so that particular motorcycle club, as it were, is pretty notorious for extortion and arson. And they're really good at it too, apparently. So yeah,
Didn't know you had ties with them, Cameron.
old habits die hard.
Hey. Whatever
Look,
works.
Yeah, I didn't get the money to open the bar for, well, by doing people's taxes. Put it that way.
You think I'm judging you? Absolutely not.
No, but I realized that I probably shouldn't be doing that line of work anymore. Because making people lose teeth was getting old real fast.
Fair enough.
So then I make people, have
lose teeth in other
cirrhosis.
ways.
Yeah.
I can't really offer what I did to you to too many people. If there is one person, maybe. But I'll leave that up to you.
Let's see how they perform first.
Just putting it out there.
I got a
you
guy
don't want
that
this for that long.
eventually. I said not forever, but
Right.
50, 60 years if it allows me that long, sure.
Oh yeah, that'll, as long as you keep taking it, it'll keep you going.
Okay. Yeah, I got one guy in there that might be useful. He's keeps his hands clean, but he gets stuff done.
Good to know.
But yeah, like I said, figure out how this all goes down, and then we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. That was all I needed. You good?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Got a new got another shipment in today. Got a couple extra bottles in the back and a couple extra kegs. If something that you need.
Yeah, I started negotiations with someone that can help me. I just need to figure out how to get the actual blood bags and enough for me to eat because it makes me very hungry.
I mean, I might be able to get some people to talk to some people to talk to some people.
Okay.
You know, vets have access to blood bags too, right? And medical supplies.
It's been a long time for me, but yes.
Who do you think does their patch jobs? So I'll get them to talk to their doctor, as it were.
Right.
See if they can order you not a ridiculous amount of bags, but
No. Any would be helpful. Keep me informed. We have money and I have ways to get more money.
yeah. And I figure if you're in this deep with this side of me and the ability to get stuff, you should probably know a little bit more.
Whatever you're comfortable sharing.
Whatever will help you out.
Yeah, we'll get back on that. I have a lot to do tonight. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, I'll either tonight or tomorrow I'll have an answer for you.
Sounds good.
And he goes back to doing what he was doing.
Tori will leave.
So to Coterie House.
To the coterie house. Although I don't know if Nen has something he wants to do first. It looked like
No.
you did a minute ago.
I was trying to think of stuff, but aside from going to the small, having a talk with him, and then texting Corey or Tori about anything she needed done, that was pretty much it.
I thought you raised your hand to do something. I'm sorry. But yeah, to the coterie house.
Okay, so Stephen, you are still there when Tori shows up. Because that would be what's convenient.
So, I'm trusting you, Danny, to not reveal this place to anyone. You and Samal are the only other people outside the coterie that knows of this place, that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Our safe house, as it were.
All right.
If you could install the projector somewhere here. I'm not sure would be the most convenient.
I'm judging by the Alexa, I'm assuming this is primarily for Samal.
And whoever else is here with us. Alan said that he set it up all ready to go. I don't know what's on here.
I'll double check and make sure there's nothing, like, too weird.
Okay. So, Danny, give me intelligence and technology, please.
Sure.
Steven, have you gone to Twitch? Have you heard from him?
Not yet. Yeah, you know him. He doesn't keep a cell phone, so he hasn't really contacted us.
Yeah, we need to make sure we can get those bombs before we go to Carissa's.
That's 5 successes.
Okay, so between the little Amazon, well, the Alexa thing, Fire Stick, and the projector that it's hooked into, the Fire Stick's already loaded with like 3 streaming services and an anime, and there's a music player as well. So, all things considered, that's pretty much all Samal probably will need. However, you can absolutely add extra stuff to it if you want to.
She'll ask Samal if he has any preferences since he's the one that's primarily staying there right now. If he doesn't, she'll just go with what's already on there.
No? I have not had television in a long time.
Yeah, somehow I figured that might be the answer. We'll just cover the basics and go from there. If you develop any preferences, let me know.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, we need to make sure we stick this far away enough that your issues with technology don't fry it.
As long as I don't touch it, it's fine.
I hope repeatedly getting issues with your voice doesn't eventually fry it out. That would be bad.
Oh no, if have issues like that, it just doesn't seem to pick up anything.
Oh, I see.
So, not that big of a deal.
Good to know.
Yes, we tried with a digital voice recorder at Ciro's.
Ah. The
After
phone was really garbled, so I wasn't sure.
Yes, after the phone thing, we tested some things.
Mm.
So, I appreciate that, and Stephen, thank you for letting me know. Still does not change things. But it's an issue for them, not for me.
Yeah, they're going to put you on trial, which just generally means that it's going to end the same way, probably.
Probably. But that's assuming that I go willingly to this trial.
Right.
If you want, we could always speak on your behalf in case you are worried about them pulling something. And so, like, Dangle doesn't have to spend a bunch of time talking to himself.
And I don't know who this Dangle person is, but
Nope.
no, it's fine. I'll go myself.
You're
I
actually gonna go?
believe- If I go, if they're still around for me to go.
Oh, you might enjoy this one. I'm gonna have Gregor's warehouse burned that night, too.
Oh, good. I can be outside to make sure he doesn't leave this time.
I don't know how effective it's going to be, but it will at least, get his attention.
Are you sure that's what you want right now?
Yes.
We're all adults here. You can swear if you want.
It's fine.
There is so few words that encompass how much I hate him. Yes, I want him dealt with. And if making him mad is the way to do it, then I will do that. Plus, it will bring his attention to his experiments. And then I have Carissa's 2 restaurants being hit with rats, and then hopefully with the, whatever the thing is to get them shut down.
Health department.
Yeah. Let's hit all of them in the same night. And then we're on our way to Dante's to talk about the white.
Yeah, how are we getting a hold of a white?
It's already done. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm definitely worried about it, but I won't ask.
Contacts.
Yeah, no, I'm still worried about it, but I'm not gonna ask.
Probably best. Yeah, and then we need to get the explosives from Twitch, if he has them ready.
Is there anything that I can help with for you tonight?
I don't think so.
Okay. I will go about my day. I would normally do then. I won't cause any issues for you though.
That would be appreciated. We don't need, So tonight is probably when we're gonna send Lulu. Do you have her with you?
Not like with me, but...
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
we were gonna go head to Carissa's after this. I thought you brought Lulu.
Oh yeah, I did. I mean, I just like don't. She's in a special, you know. I have a carrying case for Penny. I just put her in that and strapped her to the back of my bike, so she's with me. She's just
Okay.
not in here with me.
Okay. Yeah, we don't need Carissa's people on higher guard tonight because we're gonna send the rat in and hopefully get some information.
So, would you like me to drop the rats?
You can't touch the rat. It's got a vest on.
But I can open the door to the carrier.
If you can do that, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can do that. Just whatever the reason for the vest is, make sure that is on and ready to go.
Oh, it's ready to go.
It's holding a camera and a tracking chip.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get some interior visuals and we can see where it goes. I just need to talk to Penny first. Or, not Penny. Lulu.
Okay. So, we can go ahead and do that right now.
Okay. I succeeded.
Okay. What are the instructions specifically?
I take it Lulu's been fed, so she's not like super hungry, so she doesn't need to be set like the other ones are going to be. Try your best not to get caught, and run around as many places as you can.
Okay. We're gonna forego the roll for this because, yeah.
Okay.
Basically, you're like, do rat things and don't get caught.
I figure that'd be the simplest way to do that.
Yeah. And I'm sure at the house that you were dropped off, or that you're going to be dropped off at, is included in there somewhere.
Yeah. Once
So
you're
really-
released.
Yeah, so really, like, it's not any different than what her normal behavior would be.
Yes, just hopefully a little bit more directed.
Yeah. So yeah, I get to roll some checks.
Some rat checks.
There. Yeah. Here in a little bit.
Okay.
So yeah. You load her back into the carrier and it's mostly you can leave her with me and I'll head out that way shortly.
Thank you, Samal. So, has anyone heard from Johnny? Is he back yet?
I
Still
haven't.
nothing.
Hmm?
Still nothing.
Have we tried tonight?
Let me try. Quick text to Johnny.
A couple minutes goes by, and then you get a text back of a unicorn that is farting a rainbow with a "Can I help you?"
Did we need Johnny for something in particular, or
Not exactly. He's just been gone for a while, and I don't know if he wants an update on what's happening.
Stephen will send him a text saying just wanted to make sure you were still okay. We haven't heard from you in a while, and let him know that they have a plan for dealing with Carissa.
Get one back. We'll fix this. Oh, good. Yeah, sorry. I took a little vacation. I know it was a weird time, but might help us out in the long run. Also, Javier is supposed to be here in a couple weeks. I went out west, so don't look into it too much.
Oh hell yes, Javier's coming back.
Oh, is he gonna be here for, Carissa's downfall?
Probably not. He said
Oh.
a couple weeks.
That's... I mean... I guess that's less helpful than it could be. A friend of Johnny's. Okay. Does he want an update? Because we need to head to Twitch and then we need to get to Dante's.
I did tell him that we had a plan, but I didn't really ask for it.
Okay. So, 2 Twitches, I guess? Or I don't know if Steven wants to take care of that himself or if we should all go.
I figured you guys were gonna hang back and take care of Lulu stuff. Steven would call ahead of time, make sure your Twitches are okay.
Twitch specifically asks you to come alone.
Alright, he wants me to come along, so you guys take care of whatever going on with Lulu. I'll take care of this.
Samal's taking care of Lulu. You were here for that conversation.
Oh, I thought you guys were watching the video from somewhere.
Yeah, it's set up to automatically record whatever happens. Honestly, that was like the bulk of my work the other day, so.
So, which group would like to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay, so Steven, you show up to the substation. You go down in the tunnel, you do what Twitch has shown you how to do to disarm the thing. And you walk in, and Twitch is sitting there. He's got a little desk, he's got a little soldering iron, he's working on something. But you see over in the corner, he's got a pile of just wires and buttons and blinking lights. And it's like, yeah, that's what you wanted, right?
Oh, bigger than I was expecting, but yeah, does it explode?
It's not just one piece. It's about 50 of them.
Oh, yeah. It's, yeah, that should take care of what we need.
Yeah, they're not big, but you can, honestly, you can put them together. And any one of the detonators should make it work.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, if you need them like special molded, just make sure you don't mess around with the cap part. They're not the most stable, so if you throw them real hard and they hit something, they might go boom too.
Might be helpful if we run into another gargoyle.
Sure. But yeah, you didn't get them from me. And I don't exist. Okay?
Yep, got it.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I didn't leave you any instructions for that fertilizer I got, but I went shopping for some. The guy said don't mix it with diesel, so I assume mix it with diesel.
And some other things, but yeah. Trust me, I've been doing this for more than a minute. Used to actually make my money taking these things apart. So
yeah, I kind of assumed so, because I figure I'm at least one of the younger kindred here.
yeah, you'll learn. It's fine. Anyway, is there anything else that you need from me?
I should probably let you know that there are hunters in the sea. Um, the, they're looking for a necromancer, I believe a Lasombra, and a Nosferatu.
Okay. You got descriptions for any of them?
Nope, he kept his mouth shut about that.
You should have broke more fingers then.
Thought about it, but I wasn't sure if he had anyone waiting in the weeds. He was kind of out in the open.
Next time you go talk to him, let me know.
Yeah, I'll keep you updated on that. We do have another person looking into it.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't need anything else, I've got a couple more things to take care of, and if you want me to deliver those, I can make that happen.
Yeah, that would be helpful, thanks.
Okay, I just need to know where.
Cuckoo, the bar apartment. Cuckoo.
Might have to be 99 bottles.
Okay, back door like normal?
Yeah.
Okay, Cameron, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get my guy on it then. Okay then.
Honestly, as far as you know, Cameron.
Middleman for other people. Kind of like a broker type thing. It's yeah. My guy says that he's a little bit standoffish and a little bit intimidating, but he's fine all the same.
Yeah, I kind of figured it's probably around Tori's usual circle.
Yeah, I don't usually ask questions like that. Does Tori work with the Red Skulls? Red Skull MC?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay. That's usually who asks for stuff like this.
You can always ask her about it. She's usually straightforward about that stuff.
Yeah, I'll just pass on that. No offense. She struck me as a little bit weird, even for us.
Yeah, she's probably one of the first I met, so she's pretty much been my baseline so far.
You need to get around more, kid. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to this. It's a name's kind of look. You're crazy anyway. You're a Malkavian. It's a transceiver. I'll be able to plant this in people's houses, and then it like listens through all their stuff, and I can get a lot of intel from them. It's great. Does Steven have any dots in technology or science?
He has one in tech.
Okay, give me an intelligence and technology, please.
Great.
That thing will never work. It'll blink and it'll say that it's on, but that's about it.
We want to work on the design a little bit. It doesn't quite seem like it would function yet.
It, it, it works. I tried it before.
Good luck.
You too. When you head out from there. Tori and Danny.
Well, we didn't
Sure.
really have anything else to do other than heading to Dante's.
Yep. Then I
Text
assume
us.
Steven will show up afterward.
Text Dante. If you're free, we're on our way now.
All right, come on by. I'll get a hold of Johnny and have him stop in a little bit later too, so you can kind of go over the whole idea with him. I told him that you had ideas.
They have been set in motion.
All right, yeah, I'm here. Our special guest is here too.
Fantastic. I'm bringing a new, not quite coterie member as well.
No, you mean Nanny?
Yes.
Yeah, Barney told me.
Okay.
Um, so you head on over.
I also, Stephen's also going to text Tori and let her know that to tell Cameron to expect a really shady delivery and to not ask where it's from.
Show forward. She'll just screenshot that if she can figure out how to do that and send that to Cameron.
He's like, Jesus, it needs to go upstairs, right?
Yeah, in probably the lab, so no one goes there.
You just get a thumbs up.
Okay.
So you show up to Animal House Tattoo.
Yeah, Blitz is still with us, just so you know.
It is very busy tonight. Busy out front, though. Some people in there getting some work done. Yeah, there's some people in there getting some work done. Dante comes down the alleyway. He's like, "Come on." Leads you to the back door, and you go straight into his area, which again smells like industrial cleaner and is immaculately clean. You walk in, and on the fake leather couch, because got to be fake leather, is a rather unkempt individual, a very long, scraggly beard. He does have his hair braided, though, not like cornrow braided, but like big chunky braid. And just kind of looks at you. So y'all Tori.
I am.
Good. And you're Danny, I assume?
You assume correctly.
Y'all loud.
I wasn't
Here, you come
attempting
walking
to
up
be
to-
quiet.
No, I appreciate it. And I assume your dog's okay with cats.
Should be fine. If he's not, I'll tell him to be.
Good. And Dante just kind of sits down and says, "Well, figure you two know who he is. And now he knows who you are, so probably okay."
Yeah. If I had more time, I would have so many questions. But time is precious the next couple of days, I feel like.
Oh, I can be here. I can be anywhere you need me. It's not like I got a whole lot going on. Shoot, I just live out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, ordinarily I would say I don't have much going on, although that would be quite the lie the past couple of months.
Yeah, I heard something about Hughes having issues in the city, getting real dumb. She apparently made a very old individual that made decent acquaintances too mad.
Well, that's an understatement. She's been pissing people off left, right, and center ever since.
Oh, is that
she
the one that
stepped into the
Shiloh left
light.
with?
Well, I assume so.
Oh,
She-
Katarzyna? Something like that?
Yeah, she stopped by to say bye and make sure that her friend was okay and picked him up too, and left. And she was, if she could be red in the face, she'd be red in the face.
Terrifying. Angries and mates here, not good.
No, especially that one.
Oh, she was a
Anyway.
dragon?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Anyway, what's this plan y'all got? 'Cause I'm curious at this point. I've heard a lot about it. Well, not a lot, but I've heard a lot of they got plans. It's gonna be a good one. I ain't heard no actual plans.
Right, that's because we were still in the process of setting them up until maybe 45 minutes ago. So currently we have a rat being dropped off at Carissa's that has a camera and a tracker so we can see what's going on inside there.
All right.
I have Gregor's warehouse being blown up on Valentine's Day.
I don't know who that is, but I assume that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Sabat Tremere. Who is working with the Camarilla. Under Hugh's employ.
That's a big old cluster, ain't it?
Yeah, that's the one that caused the problem with the gargoyle a few nights ago.
Oh, y'all got a hold of Regent, right? Because
What?
the Nashville Regent, he might want to know about that.
Why?
Just take my word for it. I ain't got specifics, but apparently they got some issues with some gargoyles because they're too overt.
Yeah. Yeah, a flying stone-skinned thing is not exactly subtle.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, didn't you say the Savannah Harpy acted kind of weird when you told him about the gargoyle thing?
He did. Oh yeah, I had
So-
a meeting with him.
All right, so Timmy knows.
Timmy. Yeah.
Good.
The princes of Chicago and New York have evidence as well.
At that,
I handed it to them.
Dante kind of chuckles. It's like, you really trust that the people of New York?
No, not really. But when they were both there in one of my havens, I didn't have too much of a choice now, did I?
Yeah. To be fair, I really wouldn't trust neither one of them. But if I was going to trust one, it'd be Chicago, because at least they'll stab you in the chest rather than the back.
I don't really trust anyone. So I still have pictures of it. I just handed over the physical book.
Cool. What do you mean physical book?
Oh, Gregor handed me via Shiloh handed me his research notes on how to create them.
Oh. That's just peachy.
Yeah.
So, I hear there's going to be a really, really big issue on Monday.
Yeah, you said that Fiona came and spoke to you. What exactly do you know?
She just said a white at the basketball game, and I was like, excuse me. I mean, if that's what we got to do, but excuse me.
Okay, so the person who's delivering the white, I have worked out with, they're going to put it in the least problematic spot possible there.
Okay. Are you at liberty to say exactly who that person is?
Depends on how mad at me you're gonna be.
I mean, at this point, as long as you don't say, like, Kane himself, we're probably okay.
Name starts with a C. Zero.
And the Wildcat at this point, what the hell is that?
Another dragon in the area.
How good. Thought we were deficient of them.
I've met 4 here.
Wonderful. We were
Yes,
down
Danny?
to 1 at one point.
What was the face for, Danny?
I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck someone like Cyril would get his hands on a white.
It is not my place to say.
Somehow I'm not surprised that's your answer.
If I told a lie, you would know. I'm being straightforward and honest because I suck at lying. So I just circumvent the issue in whole.
And see, that's why I asked if you were at liberty to say. You could have said no. But this way, at least I know who to, like, be scared of even more. Because, nah, I'm good.
Our deal still holds, which is why I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not as worried as I probably should be about it.
Fine.
He's and Dante turns to the Hellcat and he's the one that everybody was searching for a couple months ago and causing issues. We have since had a ceasefire, so yeah.
I know why the Banu are coming.
No. Why is that?
One, the one that was killed. The childer of the head honcho up there.
Because why not?
Yeah, apparently Carissa paid him, I think it was a couple million to come down.
So the next question here is, who all's coming down to, like, deal with that?
I don't know. I think there was 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, so a whole ass hit squad.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if the Giovanni are still coming or not. What else was there? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I just can't remember it. Nope, I don't got it.
And just out of curiosity, why the hell would the Giovanni come back down?
I'm not sure if they are or not. One of their ghouls came by the other day, but I don't think... Above table, I don't actually remember what it was for.
It was to set up a meeting.
When was that for?
Monday, early in
cool.
the evening.
Right. Apparently they want to have a meeting on Monday.
Okay. Do you have a specific location?
I'm sure I'll hear from them.
Do you have a business card they left? Would you?
I think so.
No, you do. It's the
I don't know
business
if she
card
has
of
it
the
on
ghoul.
Yeah, I don't know if she has it on her or not.
Roll me a single dice. Tell me if it's a success or not.
Fail.
Okay, so no, she does not have it on her.
I have it at the bar.
Okay. Well, what'd they look like?
Describe them.
Oh yeah, no, I know which one that is. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's one of the low level distributors that they got, and by distributors, it's obviously not actually what they do, but you know.
I wasn't worried about that necessarily as much as everything else going on that night.
Yeah, I'll give them a call here in a little bit for you. See if I can figure out if there's a specific place they want to meet, or if it's kind of up to you.
Yeah, whichever. I don't want to get you on their bad side again.
No, it'll be fine. They said that we're clean of any issues.
Okay. But yeah, the white was the biggest issue, but I've taken care of as much of the problem of it as I can. But it will still be enough to get the Carissa out of the house, hopefully, and as many of the Primogen as possible, because we're gonna hit the house and get the Salubri that Carissa is keeping as a pet out.
Oh, that's why you're hitting the house.
Shiloh Sire.
Yeah. Anybody heard from her?
Not tonight, but
Yeah.
I've been talking to her.
We've been incommunicado a little bit. She should be coming back soon, right?
I think so.
How's she getting back? Is she driving or is she flying down?
I was told that Katarzyna's arranging it. I don't know.
Okay. If I need to go pick her up from an airport or something like that, just let me know.
Probably because I believe it's here, yeah? You'd be the closest.
Actually, technically, you would be.
Oh, well. I might be in a meeting, so who knows?
Yeah, we just gotta figure out when, and if I need to go pick somebody up, I will.
Okay. So yeah, we're hitting Carissa's house that night, if anyone's interested in going.
No, I'll stay here personally.
Yeah, you should probably show up to the white incident so no one thinks you're...
Yeah, that was what I was
problems.
thinking. That's what I was thinking. And then I'll make a big scene there and make sure that Carissa loses her shit.
Oh, I told her off in front of her Primogen Council.
Yeah.
What happened?
You were there.
What? Was I?
Oh, no. Wrong day, I'm sorry. Right, I thought...
No,
I forgot.
I was there for the
Never mind.
princes. I wasn't there for the council.
Right. Oh, they didn't say a word otherwise.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they didn't stop it at all. They were actually fairly amicable. I was surprised.
Yeah, they did that with me too. They tried to be all extra nice, and I told them leave. I don't want them in my shop.
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna say,
fine.
they're like that when they want something. And as soon as you're no good.
Yeah, I just wanted to really tell Carissa off, so I put up with them. It was interesting. It was interesting to see their non-reactions to things.
It also could have been just gauging you and her. But, it is what it is.
Whichever.
At this point, the Wildcat's like, so why don't y'all get Hughes's house taken care of? Like, what's the next move from there? Because really, you would expect her to vacate, not necessarily vacate the position, but vacate the area at the very least.
If we can get
she'd
her
probably
out of
take.
this...
She'd probably take like her sheriff and any of the sheriff's lackeys with her. Primogens might go with her until they can establish a new base of operations down here, but realistically, they gonna leave for a little bit. They come back. What y'all gonna do with the dead space?
As in the time between?
That too, and the actual physical lack of power in a somewhat major city.
That, I assume someone will step up into. I know Samal was asking around at one point. I don't know if he found anyone or not.
Might want to touch base with Vic on that one. I'm sure he's got his ideas.
Oh, you spoke with him the other day. Oh, hunters! I forgot about the hunters. That's what it was. There's hunters here on Carissa's payroll.
That don't surprise me. Y'all want me to go pay him a visit?
Depends. Danny, did Vic say if he could bankroll him?
I don't know, storyteller, did he?
He said, I'll look into it.
He said I'll look into it.
He's got till Sunday before Samal busts down that door.
I'll let him know.
And
Or she'll just like straight up text him right there and then.
Samal's y'all's La Sombra general type, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it don't happen by Sunday, might go with him.
Okay. Oh, he had
One person. Well, one of us versus 2 or 3 of them, not a big problem. One of us versus 10 or 12 of them, that's a problem.
Yeah, I was not a fan of him going and kicking in the door. But it was still better to let him know so every church didn't get kicked in. Yes, I actually spoke with, I believe, their head during my meeting with MFA.
Good. Yeah. Just let me know where he's going to be headed, and I'll make sure I go with him.
I can give you the address right now.
Yeah, sure. I don't use
Yes.
any electronics, obviously, but
Yeah, I wasn't sure how I was supposed to get hold of you. I mean, I guess I could go find you, but
please don't. It's more for your safety than mine.
oh yeah, that's where the Garou are, right? The werewolves.
Yeah. And right about now, you hear a car pull up out front, and it is, in fact, Steven. And Steven, you are immediately followed by Johnny.
Oh, good to see you again, Jeremiah.
I honestly thought that you'd be smart enough to leave the city, but whatever. It's good to see you too. And Johnny comes walking in. So, What did I miss?
Why did you miss?
Vacation, sort of.
Right, fantastic time for a vacation, Johnny.
Business vacation.
Fair enough.
So, and he kind of looks at Jeremiah and he's kind of like nods to him. Javier is going to be in the area in a couple weeks. He officially, he's going to be trying to bridge a gap between us and them. Because I've got a plan, and I don't know if any of you are willing to go along with it. But there's that little issue of Carissa's domain.
It is a night for talking of plans. What's yours?
So does anybody have any specific objections to any specific clans taking over that area?
You have one in mind?
I have a specific person in mind, actually, but I just need to know if there's any deep-seated hatred of any specific clans. It's not a Tremere.
I don't hate clans, I just like individuals.
Okay. And Dante is like, as long as it ain't a damn Giovanni or Cappadocian or, well, any of them damn necromancers, we're fine.
So no amp.
Just as long as they're not completely and totally stupid, I couldn't give a fuck.
Okay.
You're not reassuring me here very much, Johnny.
So the thought is split it. The more northern parts that have like the actual wooded areas, allow them to have free reign over, and then set something up to where we kind of work together to like make sure that the cam doesn't come back in the city.
That's actually where I was headed.
Wait, them being the wolves?
Yeah.
They're not gonna.
The southern portion, they've got money. That's the important thing.
Ooh, Johnny.
It's Cyril.
Oh, that's fine with me.
But
Is that gonna be fine with Shiloh?
She hasn't really met him, and we have only ever had mostly neutral confrontations with him.
From what she's told me, she's only met him twice.
Yeah.
So.
One was our thing for Dante. That was the only one that actually devolved into a fight. I have met with him several times.
the issue behind that, though, you know who bankrolls him, right?
Yes.
It took a lot of digging to figure that out.
I'm surprised you were able to be honest.
That was part of the business vacation.
Oh, that is so not fair. How did you figure it out before I did?
Did you even look?
I've been busy with you guys. Obviously not.
Yeah, and when somebody has ghouls in the IRS, it helps too. So we had the literal insider information of exactly like who does what to where and why and So we tracked it through a bunch of other things, and then went through some offshore stuff, and then went down to the Caribbean and figured out the parent company and figured out who actually owns it. They may or may not be of a certain ministry, persuasion, Setites.
Yes.
Are they the good ones or the bad ones? That one I don't.
I've never met any other Zetites before, so.
So are we absolutely positively sure that Cyril's not completely evil?
We are all shades of evil.
Yeah, but you know what well, you might not actually know what I mean, but
He's not Sabat.
And he's also not Carissa.
right, he's not stupid and he's not Sabat. So I get that part, but like
Just come out and say your
Followers-
problem, Johnny.
followers of Set themselves have the basal like what's the word? And he kind of struggles there for a second. He's like the ideology that you are to be as depraved and inhumane as possible, but they're still not Sabat, which is weird. I don't understand the difference. They don't like to like deal with each other. Anyway, so are we sure he's not that side of it?
He's been exceedingly reasonable each time I talk to him. I don't really know what to tell you. I haven't dug much into that. I don't know much about the Setites.
Okay. Because there's also the other ones that are kind of like anti-followers of Set that are more humane and just kind of want to like do away with the older people.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, he's one of those?
You didn't tell me that the other sect wanted to bring them back. That's why they don't get along with the Sabat. The Sabat wants to kill the old ones.
It's not necessarily they want to bring them all back. It's just that one specific one.
Oh, the Sabat doesn't differentiate. They want them all gone.
Yeah. So we can trust Cyril is what I'm hearing. Well, as far as we can throw him.
Trust is relative.
Yeah. And
Have
by
you spoken
we, I mean,
with him yet?
No. I was hoping to kind of have you set up something, like have him come by the club.
I can do that.
And then I'll set something up for them and we'll figure something out. I've also got another thing. I've got a couple of visitors coming. They're from out west. They're us though, so no big deal. It more so for bolstering defenses. They're one's a Bruja, one's a Ventru that isn't very Ventru. And then the last one's a Nosferatu that's apparently old buddies with Red that I didn't realize.
Okay.
More so for me because like it's pretty much just me and a couple other people up my way. I figured I would let you all know so like you'd see new people coming and you're like, apparently, what's going on?
I mean, given my spot, I doubt I would see them.
Right, but if you did hear about it.
Why are you so worried about
Oh.
new kindred coming in? It's not like I'm going to attack or interrogate them if I see new kindred.
With everything that's going on, we've had a lot of ins and outs, and like things have been lost in the fray. So, I guess that's just a me thing. Like I pay attention to people that are coming and going.
There's only so much I can do in the sprawl. They don't, everyone's fairly independent there. I make
Yeah,
rounds, but it's not like I hear every single one of their problems.
fair. We'll check in with the flighty ones. They might be able to help in our situation right now. They're good at tracking people down. Usually.
You mean the Ravnos?
Yeah. It's probably going to cost you a bit. I've used it to track down some people before.
Who are we tracking down?
If they leave and we want to know where they're at,
Fair.
that's assuming that you want to go after them, which cannot be you.
Depending on how things go.
So,
when did you want
that's all
that
I've
meeting
got.
with Cyril?
Sooner the better.
Okay.
So we can try to get things set up for him as soon as possible.
She will pull out her phone and text him as they re-go over everything that they went over with Jeremiah and Dante for Johnny.
Johnny just kind of takes it all and he's like, okay, so don't go downtown. Got it.
No. And don't go to Carissa's.
Wasn't on my list of things to do.
We plan on blowing it up after.
Oh, good. I'll keep my people at work for a staff meeting.
Sounds good.
But yeah, again, I apologize for the weirdly timed vacation, but it was purely to cover my own self.
It was very strange that you took off in the middle of the Camarilla coming into power.
Yeah. I also might have panicked a little bit, and I was like, I'm not gonna stay away forever, but I'm definitely not gonna stay there.
I feel like you're lucky you didn't lose more of your domain.
Yeah. That's the thing about princes. They don't care about domains, so they didn't take any of it.
I mean, it's also Carissa, and she has a vendetta against, well, at least my coterie.
Yeah. Lost a couple of my workers. They just stopped showing up to work. I assume that's because of her.
They are kidnapping Thin Bloods, and they hit a few of the people that we are close to.
Huh.
The mortals
Wonderful.
that we are close to.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Are there any that you should, or that I need to look in for any of you?
No, I have that being taken care of already.
Okay.
I have mine taken care of as well.
All right, and I assume Danny, you're probably okay.
I haven't spoken to a mortal in so long.
Okay. I assume Beth is okay as well.
Beth was one of the ones that got hit. Nothing overt happened, but Carissa's presence was threatening them. Just looming.
Okay. Good to know.
Nothing yet, at least. Didn't she pull some something stupid?
Yeah, she's
You were
been
telling me
calling
about?
them. But it was an obvious threat.
Okay. I will. I'll get a hold of Beth here in a little bit. I do have.
Yeah, I
Actually,
haven't
you
heard
have
from
to-
her tonight.
I do have something that I gotta go take care of at the club. So I'm gonna leave. I am absolutely going to be available though. It's just I have to go take care of that thing. It more so because like we're supposed to be closed on Sundays and Mondays, and if they got to come in on Monday, then they're all gonna be mad, and I gotta make it up to them. So, anything else important happens, let me know. I will lend support where I can. Okay.
Right.
Oh, and Steven, I can't do the thing with the thing.
Oh,
Yeah, you had told me that already.
oh, but he can.
Okay. That's not concerning.
Do the thing with the thing. Oh my god.
Danny, you should
feel
not
like
be
I'm
surprised
missing
by
so
this
much.
anymore.
I'm not. I'm frustrated that I'm missing so much. I'm never missing this much. Ah.
It is a little funny to have this much up on an Nosferatu, I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh, Samal owes me so big for this.
To be fair, it's probably better you don't know.
Yeah. Don't think about it. Yeah, I'll, see when Cyril gets hold of me again. And she would have sent him a message. Hey, do you want to be a baron?
You get a call about 5 minutes later.
She'll, step out.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so Johnny knows that you're with the Setites, knows they're bankrolling you, and semi-volunteered you to take over what's left of Chris's domain after some of it goes to the Guru.
So my neighbors are going to be wild dogs.
On both sides, I guess.
Well, South, not overly worried about.
You can say no, it's not like you have to do it, but, your name was thrown out, and not by me.
Well, would put me in an advantageous spot to be able to pull in favors. So long as I don't actually have to have the dogs in my house, sure.
No, he's got someone coming to negotiate that part of it.
Good, because I'll keep the peace, but as long as they stay there and I stay in my area, that's the most interaction that I'll have.
Right.
Hey,
He asked if you could meet him at the club.
did he give a specific time?
No. Or day.
If you would please send him a message saying I'll be by around 10 tomorrow evening.
Will do.
Is there anything else that I need to know about?
No big surprises, but he knows the basics of what's going on, I think. He was extremely hesitant and tried to talk of circles around this.
Right. Setites are typically scary for most West Coast kindred. East Coast, it's a mixed bag.
Well,
European, that's terrifying. So.
you and Hush are the most interactions I've had with them, so.
Good news. Hush is not what we typically deal with when dealing with them.
Well, that's good. I hope most of them don't hook people.
No. Still a bit of a sadist, that one, but quite alright.
Seems like. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good idea. I can't say that I hadn't thought about it. Because there will be a power vacuum.
Exactly. It'll probably take a couple weeks for me to get in place and accepted, but we can work through that. And then I can move the cargo out of the damn basement and put it somewhere more secure.
Yeah, hopefully still not near anyone.
That's the hope.
So not, probably in the middle of where everyone is. Because that's where you'd be moving to.
No, I have an idea. And it would be part of that negotiation.
Mm.
Therefore, it's away from me, away from all of you, and somewhere that probably won't be messed with.
Well, that's good. I can't recall if I told you a friend of mine is reaching out to people that might help with that.
You did.
Okay.
I assume they have not heard anything back yet.
Not that I have heard, no. I know it was a ways away.
Good to know. When you hear something, let me know.
I will.
And you will just hang up. No goodbye, no nothing like that.
Okay. She'll shoot that information at Johnny and step back in.
You get a you go girl response. You step back inside and everybody's still there. So we're gonna put a dragon in her area. We got Gangrel over here, we got Gangrel over there, we got the Malkavian to the north of here. And then, is the Ventrue ever coming back, or is he just going to stay out of the area?
I'm not sure.
I'll drag him back if I have to.
I don't exactly agree with how he was, making us fairly known. With the way he was feeding.
Yeah, I heard something about that. Apparently,
So, if that can be, corralled, sure.
I mean, he's feeding off family, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they're bound. I don't know if they know. I don't know if they're told not to not tell. So as long as we can make sure that it's not getting out, that's fine.
I'll mean this in most literal fashion that I can. I'll have my little birdies keep an ear out, okay?
I mean, I know it's the most literal sense.
Nobody ever expects the chickadee.
Oh, I've been using rats.
Oh, now you got to do flying animals.
So I don't deal with I mostly just deal with dogs. This is mostly just to get under Carissa's skin.
Oh no, I use them for spies. It's way better.
Good point,
It is
I
a bit-
suppose.
It's a bit difficult to get them corralled, though. The whole flying thing makes that hard.
I see. I thought it would be the cat thing.
No, no. I do that just to scare the shit out of people. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's been working well enough, but apparently it's been working a little bit too good.
Why is that?
And he just kind of like stares at Steven.
I really like cryptid stories, okay?
And what do they call me?
Georgia Hellcat.
Yeah, apparently
Lovely.
I'm supposed to be like 12 feet tall, and I'm like 13 feet long. I got fire shooting from my back. Now I'm basically just a mountain lion with big teeth like a saber-toothed tiger.
Yep. Apparently you're supposed to be a woman. I'm not sure where that part of the story came from.
It was cold, all right?
Is he clothed?
Yes, he's
Yes, Danny.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
After a while, transforming with the clothes on gets annoying.
I'm sure it
Itches a
does.
little
That's
bit.
why I'm not. That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not judging. Not doing anything.
I can
of
feel the
sort. I
judgment
know
from
better.
here, though.
I know better. I know better than to judge out loud.
also don't help that when you got 4 legs, you move faster.
Yeah, a lot faster.
I'll take your word for it.
You should try it sometime. Y'all can sometimes do stuff like that.
I mean, if you really want to know, I can take the time to teach you, but it's going to take a while.
Nah, I'm good.
Why not? You
later,
can be a
but I gotta-
gigantic sewer rat.
Something tells me I'd lean a little more serpent-like, but I'm good.
So yeah, Smallhead wanted to know if the Guru would help, but if Johnny's planning that already, that's fantastic.
Yeah. He's an odd one.
Johnny?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, obviously I know what he is, but still, something don't quite sit right with me with him. Might just be his demeanor, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of us can normally negotiate with Guru.
That's part of it. If he can get somebody to negotiate with him, they already got to be able to negotiate with him, which they're probably going to be, especially since they've thrown Nashers. They're going to be Guru already. Does he have a werewolf friend?
I don't know, Tori, does he?
I mean... Good old Javier.
I guess that's yes, then.
Alright, well,
I assume it's going to
have a-
become known now anyway.
I might have to have a talk with Javier when he gets here.
Oh, don't get me
Figure
in
out
trouble.
exactly. No. Just figure out how they know each other. It's odd that they would.
I believe Johnny said something about meeting him on a road trip.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Road trip or road trip?
Probably both.
Yeah, I wasn't about to push.
Anyway, if y'all ain't got nothing else, I'm gonna step outside, kind of do my thing. Being inside this long has been weird to me.
Initially, I wanted to know more about the gangrel because I honestly don't know much, but with everything going on, it might be a later time thing.
Well, I'm gonna be in town for a couple of days at least.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. If you can get this Samal with you tomorrow, I'll come speak with you tomorrow. Yeah, early in the evening.
Yeah, no worries, staying.
I just need to know exactly where. Or, I mean, I can just sniff out your dog.
Might be easier. Blitz, by the way.
Ah, well. Been pretty good, been pretty quiet over there, so.
Had him a long
Let him
time.
know. That's good. I assume that you can actually talk to him, so let him know he's okay in my book.
She'll tell him. Right there.
And Dante just kind of looks at you all sideways. I really need to learn how to do that.
You can't do that?
No, I also, and he just kind of like waves his arms at the shop. Pets, you know.
So get a cat.
Can't have a.
I got puppies
Oh.
if you want one.
Not that I don't want them.
You can figure out a
It-
way.
Health department.
I'm sure you can figure out a way.
It's just easier to not have to worry about it.
Don't they have
Up
like
to you.
special permissions for service dogs or something?
Yeah, but that would require like actually being part of a database.
Hey, guess what? You know people that can get into databases.
I don't want to deal with you guys more than I already do.
If you change your mind, I have a load of puppies. I got both Raina and Kaja had a litter.
I'm okay. I do appreciate it though. Blaze might be, well, depending. Might be looking for one. Who knows? His old
I
lady's
train him
kid
as-
getting old.
I train
now.
them as guard dogs. I've got a little bit of training left to do before they're good to go, but most of them were born back in Christmas, so
So end of
getting
the
close
month.
to time.
End of the month. Middle of next month ish.
Yeah, depending on how much training you want.
I'll ask Blaze if he wants one. Just let me know price wise.
Sure.
Dante's late. Last order of business. I do apologize. If any of y'all are hungry, I got. Then he just kind of like points to the fridge.
I don't eat bagged.
Steve, want to take a bag? Thank Dante.
And that'll bring you down
Yeah,
to
I'm
one. Okay. Well, if you absolutely need them, I can get them. And yeah,
Get what?
bags.
Oh, no, I don't drink bags.
I know. I'm just talking to Steven.
Yeah, maybe I can get back at some point. My usual source has been asking questions.
Yeah, just let me know if it's something that you want. Is there anything else that any of you would like to do this evening? Got a couple hours left.
Maybe just hit the streets for a little bit. Maybe hang out at the bar for a tiny bit.
Okay.
Prowling around her domain.
Okay. Danny, Steven?
Danny is going to head back to her haven and check in on how Lulu's been doing.
Okay, we will get to that in just a second. And then Steven.
Steven is going to look for a different hotel, and he's going to send a message to Ace and say, hey, if you need anything done in the city, you may want to do it tonight. You don't want to be here Monday.
You get a message saying, I'll head down to Florida. Apparently, they're having like bike week soon. Should be a good time.
Keep your head down if you go.
Oh yeah, no, it's just get lost in the crowd of people. That's all I'm trying to do. So Tori, you kind of hang out at the bar for a little bit, and not a whole lot happens. So it's a little bit later, and you decide you're going to take a walk. You and Blitz, I assume.
Oh, I muted. Yeah, I said with Blitz because I'm just gonna have him with me for a while.
Okay. You're walking down the street, and you see it's probably 2, 3 in the morning at this point. You see somebody coming up the street, coming your way, and they're familiar. Same white tank top. Same very short hair. Same kind of rotund beard and smink. He comes up and says, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a..."
It's been very busy and very hectic.
Yeah, I've noticed. The whole crap with you.
I would be worried if you didn't.
Yeah. I never did get a chance to thank y'all.
For what?
The playground.
Oh, he followed through on it?
Yeah, and he's having like contractors go through and he's just renovating the apartments. Just all of them. Like fresh coat of paint, new like appliances, everything. Top to bottom.
That's on him then.
No, y'all were talking about like trying to open up a clinic down there too. Heard that.
Yeah, I
from
think
somebody.
Shiloh was working on that. She had to take a trip out of the state for a while.
Yeah, I heard, and I didn't want to like.
Hope you're not
probe
looking to
too deep.
cash in on that.
No. That'd be screwing us over.
Yeah, we would have an issue if you did.
That I don't do that. Like, I ain't never done it. I wouldn't start. I like to. If I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be like not for nothing, but the people that ain't supposed to be out on the damn streets anyway. That's what I go after.
You don't need to tiptoe around the subject with me.
Anyway, I think I found a good place for it. It's not a big building. It's not that old. It was built in like mid to late 80s.
Okay.
Completely cinder block. It's 2 stories technically. Upper story is like half story, so be a good place for like an office. Downstairs already set up for like a doctor's office type thing. It was an old kids braces stuff that those people.
Ah,
So I figured it's good to set up for stuff like that.
do you want to give me the address or show me?
Yeah, it's right over here, and he starts leading you down.
She'll go.
And soon enough, it's the building says for sale on the front. It's got a number. It says 1,456 square feet.
She'll take some pictures of it.
And just looking in through the windows, it looks like it's in decent shape. I mean, it could use a fresh coat of paint. Some of the equipment could probably be upgraded, but like all the equipment's there. And it does, in the bottom right corner of the thing, have a price tag.
Is it feasible?
With some doing, possibly.
Okay.
You would have to pull in some favors, though.
1 second. Go ahead.
As it sits right now, you and your coterie members are about $150,000 short. So, like I said, favors.
Yeah. We've recently come into some contacts that could probably help.
Yep. And you assume that's just for the building. That's not for any of the equipment. So the equipment inside will probably wear on you 20, 30,000 on top.
Okay.
But that would probably give you everything that you needed. And obviously, you're not going inside and checking the place out. But like I said, it looks pretty well put together.
She would send those pictures to Shiloh. Don't worry about the money, but Wink found this.
So she'll get a text back. Should be in soon. We'll talk later.
Interesting. I let her know. We will definitely talk about this. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. I know y'all actually like tried to help. So I figure I should probably do my part, do a little bit of legwork, and if y'all are looking for something, I can help out.
We were. Unfortunately, the stuff with Hughes took precedence to take care of.
Yeah, this also got posted today, so
Even better. So it hasn't been sitting.
no, it hasn't. The practice shut down about a month and a half ago. The previous owner had some issues.
I see.
May or may not got arrested.
Okay. Malpractice.
Long story short, writing bad prescriptions that wasn't supposed to be written.
Yeah.
But yeah, building's open. Figure let's not let a decent building that's kind of set up for it go to waste, right?
Absolutely. We can probably get around the money thing. This was
If y'all need
Charlie's
any,
thing, though. So.
yeah, if push comes to shove and you'll need some elbow grease, leg work, whatever. I used to work construction, so I can do a lot of the work for you. And like I'm even willing to like be a quote unquote maintenance person for you.
I know we were also planning on getting some more properties around the sprawl to fix up. Is that something you and your people would be interested in working on as well?
I don't see why not. We just need to have a company that we work under, technically speaking. Because, like, inspectors come in, they need to know who's doing the work.
I think I know who's inspected the couple of places we hit so far, but I believe we just contracted out. So,
Yeah, if you got somebody that's like an architect, engineer, whatever,
I believe we do, actually.
shoot, I'll front the money for business license and all that fun stuff. We can go ahead and start working on that too.
Yeah, I'll put you in contact with Beth.
I mean, I'm already in contact with her.
She's the person who knows the contractor, or the whatever, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, we'll work on that then. Again, I appreciate it. Like, I honestly didn't expect all that to happen, and then it like showed up, and people started just doing stuff, and we're like, "Oh, shoot, okay." Good timing for
Fun.
Valentine's Day and all that fun stuff too.
Yeah. Stay out of downtown.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Keep your people out of downtown, too.
Yeah, we ain't got the money to go down there. Not that day, at least.
Just putting it out there.
Well, I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm sure you're busy, and if you're not, I'm sure you want to have some time to yourself. So I'm gonna let you be.
Has everything been okay? I know I haven't been around lately, so your area okay?
Yeah, no, we're good. Had some people show up down south. Started causing problems, but I went ahead and just took care of it for you.
Who?
It's just some had a young Bruja actually, a Toreador, real young, and then I think the last one was a thin blood, but like didn't want to deal with Nyx and all that, and ran with the Bruja and Toreador.
By take care of, what do you mean?
I just corrected them. They moved on. It shouldn't be an issue anymore.
Okay. Thank you.
Um,
Will you let me know next time you do something like that? Not upset, just so I have a heads up.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I got their names too, if you're curious.
Yeah.
And he pulls his phone out, and the Bruja called himself Paulie. I don't know if that's actually like what the dude's name was, but, you know.
I would assume not.
Yeah, I'd assume not too. Toreador went by Warwick. I assume that's probably like an artist name or some crap like that. Toreadors. And then Thin Blood called herself Kim.
So they're not in the sprawl anymore?
Not to the best of my knowledge. I've been keeping an eye out, but I ain't seen them.
Okay. Anyone else new pop up?
Not that I know of. Granted, I don't have eyes everywhere, but
Oh, of course. Just that you've seen.
yeah, now that I've seen, no. Those Ravnos have been active though, moving around a lot. They've been moving around a lot more than normal. Just popping up all over the damn sprawl.
Might
rather
check in
than
with
like
them.
making their circle.
Yeah, might
rather
check
than
in
just
with
like
them.
making this. Okay. Beyond that, I ain't noticed anything weird.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem. And he kind of claps you on the shoulder and heads off. Now, Danny,
Yo.
you sit down, you log into the recorded footage because you do not see live footage. Granted, it's been a couple hours, so GoPro might have died. You don't think so, but it could have. You see, like, the obvious, like, in a bike, making it there. You see it kind of get jostled around a little bit, and the carry get put down, opens the door, goes out. Immediately goes into the house and through a dryer vent, which hasn't been used in God knows how long. Into the facade of a laundry room. Makes its way out into the kitchen area, which there are multiple people in here. Lulu seems to kind of make her way around the outside of the thing without being seen. She kind of makes her way through a couple more rooms until coming to a door. Kind of like stays at the door because there's 2 or 3 people in here, and the door opens and she immediately goes through it with you, or with the person. Makes her way downstairs, and it's dim. It's not dark, but it's dim. This is kind of hard to see going down. She gets down, and there is just a series of spotlights over kind of plastic cubes. And the sight that she sees is just, for buttons, yourself. It's awful. Severely overweight people, kind of strapped into a gurney, force fed with like IVs. They have all of the makings of catheters and waste disposal. And it's like they are being kept alive and only there to feed, which you do see Carissa down here. And she is actively feeding on one of them. It's an older woman of color. Got like gray streaks in her hair. And she has, the GoPro obviously has voice recording capabilities. Would Danny have activated them for this?
Of course.
Okay. Make me a wits and awareness, please. You need 3.
I'm gonna spend a willpower to reroll because I'm really close.
Okay.
There's the 3.
Okay. So Lulu does make her way up there. And Chris is kind of leaning in, leaning over. You can see you're speaking into the ear of whoever this individual is. She's like, I told you I'd never let you go. They couldn't take you when the war ended, and they damn sure ain't gonna take you now. You'll go with me no matter what. So you're gonna be moving. And I do apologize, but I'll make sure that I'll be with you soon. And she kind of turns and she starts to walk away. You can hear her heels clicking on the tile floor. And it just stops. And then the camera gets lifted up. And it's just staring straight at Carissa. Like, and you... I don't like rats in my basement. So, remember that when all y'all are exterminated like y'all should be. And then the feed just goes blank.
If Danny's mouth could go dry, it would be at this point. She immediately texts Tori. Does the Nos Primogen know about Carissa's proclivities towards the Low Clans?
Would this come when she's free?
Yeah. You're probably still sitting at the bar, to be honest with you.
I told them while they were all here, however, I have no proof.
I have proof for you now.
Oh, yeah? Should I come over later to see it?
I feel like you probably should, but I don't know if you'd want to.
Why? Oh, is this about her herd?
Yes.
We know already.
Do you know she's planning on moving them?
I did not. Interesting. I'll be over later tonight if that's okay. Or would you prefer tomorrow?
Let's talk tomorrow. We've had enough going on today. I need to let Franny know she needs to keep eyes on Carissa's place starting tonight anyway. If Carissa's gonna be moving her feeding habit, we need to know where she's taking them, because that could be a bolt hole.
Very true. Keep me updated, please.
Okay. And so then once she's done talking to Tori, Danny will send a recap to Franny and also tag Barney and Red in the same chat thread.
Franny almost immediately responds with, okay, I'll keep an eye out. Is there any possibility it could have underground access?
I mean, it's always possible. I didn't see any.
Okay. That's the only thing that I can't see, so. Right now I've got traffic cams all around that place that I know who's coming and going.
Did Ace say anything about underground movement?
Nope.
Danny will text Steven and ask him if he can get a hold of Ace and ask about any underground tunnels or things like that.
Stephen would call Ace right away and ask.
He would pick up and he'd give you the very short and sweet answer. If she's got him, I don't know about him. I wouldn't put it past her, though. She's paranoid. She don't let anybody in the basements.
And, well, thanks anyway. And he'll relay that information to Danny.
Danny will send out a group text to the rest of the coterie. Does anybody know of a way we can figure out whether or not Carissa has underground tunnels? And do it quickly.
I don't know anyone who deals with Earth-based stuff. There's a couple gangrel around the sprawl I could ask, maybe? She texted Dante.
He wouldn't have anybody.
Check with Johnny, see if he has anything.
Not in the city. Javier knows people that know people. Can't guarantee I can get him here by tomorrow either. So
Yeah, that's fine, but thanks anyway. Do you want to try asking Cyril?
I guess she could send a text. You got anyone that can do crazy Earth things? Or can find tunnels?
Simple reply of no, unfortunately.
Chris is moving her herd. We were hoping to find if she had an underground passage. Thank you.
Bugger.
Yes. Back to the coterie plus Danny. Nope. Cyril does not. I can scout the sprawl for gangrel. I know some of them can do stuff with Earth.
You can find someone, that'd be great. If not, we might just have to...
You know what? Maybe. Shield text? I think we have the number for the I forgot the name, the person Peter's working for.
You get a text back. Southwest Atlantic Travel Service, how can I help you?
Trying to find some tunnels up in the northern area of the city. Do you have anyone who might be able to help me? It's Tori, by the way.
Looking to go spelunking, I see.
Just trying to find if they're there.
That package will cost you $5,000.
I think I can manage that.
Yes. Please meet your tour guide and they give you an address. Tomorrow at 2:30 a.m.
Am I paying them or paying you?
We accept cash, credit, Venmo, and they go through the entire thing.
Cash it is.
We can have somebody come by at your earliest convenience.
Anytime. If I'm not available, you can talk to the bar and Cameron will have it.
And then you just get like a little notification of courier pickup at 99 bottles. Scheduled for, and it gives like a time.
Is it during the day?
It is just after dawn.
She'll set that up with him.
So, anything else that anybody would like to do for the evening?
Just one more quick text to Leo, let him know to stay out downtown Monday.
Yeah, I ain't gotta work. We're fine.
How much time is left?
For tonight, about an hour.
Not really time to find anyone. Swing by the Thin Blood's house, just not stopping in, just walking by on her way back.
Okay. Nick's van is there.
She might stop by then.
Okay. If you're quick, you probably okay.
Yeah. Mainly she just wants to see, one, if anyone else has gone missing, if she know who's gone missing. And to give extremely vague overviews of where not to be.
Okay. So you stop in, inquire. Nick's just like, no, it's just the ones that I told you. Now that's enter city Thin Bloods. There's some outside of the city that I don't have contact with that might have.
Of course. I expect you don't even have contact with all of them in the city anyway.
It's a good 95%, which is exceedingly good.
Yes,
but
quite a good number.
yeah, but yet, of the ones that I know of, only the ones that I've told you, which should be just the 3.
I'm just making sure there weren't more things we need to worry about.
Right. I don't think so. I've had them looking into like other random disappearances. There was one. They picked up a one of the lower Nos, one of the ones that really didn't deal with Barney, a couple nights ago too. Middle of the night, like they knew exactly where he lived and all that. Which, I mean, it doesn't strike me as weird because, let's face it, Chris has got her ways, but
Right. Okay. Alan talked to you?
yeah, a little bit.
I meant it.
Yeah, I know I'm not. Bubba's thinking about it. Marigold's narrowing choices. Cook likes it. Cook likes being what we are. I like being what we are.
Yeah. Yeah. Had I had the choice.
Something tells me if Bubba's got a choice, he's gonna either pick either Bruja or Banu.
Nana would be maybe. A bunch of them are coming down.
Yeah, Marigold strikes me more as the Hakata type. Or Toreador. There's really no in between with her.
I know a Toreador she could have.
Okay. I'll ask around for others and I'll try to keep it as a hypothetical.
It's going to take some work to even make it possible, but I can at least try.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll ask around, see how many are open to the idea, and if anybody has preferences. Because I know we're going to have a lot of issues to dispose of soon, and that's the most useful way to dispose of said issues.
Yes.
Not one to do it himself, but it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. If you need any help in a couple days, let me know.
What, you want to come with us to hit Carissa's?
No, but like if you need any extra equipment, let me know.
I've already got the stuff being dropped off to take care of the place. I can't think of anything.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting early. You should probably head back.
Yeah.
If you're free tomorrow and you want to talk, let me know.
Yeah, I've got a couple things to deal with, but should be free.
All right. Then with that, she kind of helps you out, and you get back with enough time. It's not a whole lot of time, but it's enough. And you fade off to the day sleep. However, you wake up the following night. Is there anything specific that anybody wants to do?
Do you want rouse checks?
I'm going to be nice and say no rouse check for this one.
Okay. Because it would definitely be feeding if that was the case.
Danny
All
will
those meetings?
text. I was gonna say Danny will text Tori and say, "You want a digital copy of the footage?" I ripped a
would
couple
be-
copies.
That would be spectacular.
And Danny will send her a copy of the salient footage, cutting out the carrying time and stuff.
Stephen actually also asked Danny for that.
Tori doesn't
Danny
have
will-
numbers for the princes or anything, does she?
Nope.
Hmm.
Doesn't have any contact information. Don't know how to get a hold of them.
Okay.
Danny will also send a copy to Steven.
Okay.
People put in the group chat, wow, Ace was not exaggerating about the Wagyu beef thing.
Have you put him in contact with Nyx yet?
Wanted to speak with her personally, and not sure if she's back yet.
She is.
Oh, good. I'll drop by and see her.
I don't know if Steven knows where the Thin Blood house is. Tori didn't really tell anyone about that.
I don't believe so.
So Steven would text her to get a hold of her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She'd be willing to have conversations. And she'd be willing to like help Ace out as much as you wanted her to.
Stephen would offer to pay her back in either favors or money if she needs it.
Okay. Is there anything else that Danny would like to do?
Danny will send a text to Tori saying, Shiloh told me she made it in. You should talk to her. It sounds like she really needs to talk to you too.
So Tori has the meeting... No, who does she have a meeting with today? It's not the Hecata. Hecata's tomorrow. She's gonna talk to Nyx, the Hellcat. I don't remember who else.
And the random person that you were put in contact with for the tunnels.
Yes, and that's at 2:30 a.m. I don't really have a vehicle anymore, but I'm sure I can snag one from Beth to pick her up if she's still at the airport.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. If Beth can't spare you anything, text me. You can borrow my bike. You can get 2 people on it since Shiloh's as tiny as she is.
Conversations aren't easy to have on a bike. Then text Beth to see if she could borrow one of the vehicles, which I'm sure would be a yes.
Yeah, probably.
And then swing by to get that, and then swing by to get Shiloh.
Okay. So would you like to have that conversation now or off camera?
I'm good to keep going, just give me like a minute.
I'm good to keep going.
So if Steven needs to do something, now's a good time.
Is there anything else that Steven would like to do?
Stephen would pass off Nyx's number to Ace and say that she's kind of leading the Thin Bloods, and he's got an agreement with her to help you out.
Okay. And then finally, is there anything that Danny would like to do?
And probably just coordinate with the other Nos, see if there's anything she needs to do in preparation for tomorrow.
Okay. There's some stuff, but Franny kind of helps you with it. So as Tori pulls up to pick up Shiloh, Shiloh gets in the vehicle. Then everybody in the coterie gets a text message. And it's just a link to something.
Do we know who the number's from?
Restricted user.
Click on it, I guess.
Okay. Does anybody else click on it? I assume Beth does.
Steven's going to let Tori and Beth blow up their phones first.
Shallow's also going to wait to see what Tori says.
Okay.
Oh, they're sitting right next to each other, so she can hold it out.
Yeah. So you blink and you see an empty street. And then you see a vehicle come rolling past. It's a new-ish SUV, larger SUV, blacked out windows. And then it just kind of, streets go past. And it just keeps going by, and then you see it pull into Carissa's place. And the camera zooms in on it. The back opens up, and it is a younger woman. Shiloh knows exactly who it is. And then she reaches in, she pulls out a figure that is handcuffed and has a hood over their head. A little bit taller, a little bit lankier, kind of a bit like Shiloh, actually. They kind of forced into the front of the mansion. They just kind of disappear. And then the video stops.
Tori would message back. I assume that's the target?
Yeah, that's your target.
You'd get a message back in the group chat of, figured you would want to know that they're actually here.
I thought they were already. Thank you.
No, they just showed up.
A lot has happened.
Yeah, I can tell.
There's a lot that needs to be said.
Yeah. Listen, Mercy, how do I even start?
At the beginning is usually a good way.
Part of the reason I agreed to go to Detroit is, well, I mean, obviously to piss Carissa off and try and take the heat off you guys a little bit. My sire has friends up that way, and, well, there are some things you just need to know.
Okay.
Michael spoke to me. Told me you guys have a plan.
Yes.
Get to that in a bit.
Several plans.
You kind of need to know a little bit about what you're walking into first.
Do you want him freed?
Yes.
Then we need to know all we need to know.
He's ex-Sabat, Tori.
Okay.
And he's been kept on the edge for the better part of 15 years. I have the sneaking suspicion that he is going to be far more dangerous than even he will let on.
Then we will deal with it.
Please be careful.
I haven't really said this to anyone. If worse comes to worse, I have a place in my haven that I can keep him. It is built specifically to hold kindred. It is not ideal, but if that is the only way we can begin that, then that is where he will be.
A little more information. I have kind of braced myself for the inevitability of her turning him on us like a dog. I don't like it. But if he needs to be staked, he will not die.
Okay.
And if he needs to be revived, he is of the 11th generation.
Samal could get him back then.
So, what's your plan?
Well, some of it you may not be happy with, but we have taken precautions to minimize damages. I'm having Gregor's warehouse hit tomorrow. I'm having Carissa's restaurants hit with health violations tomorrow. We are hitting Carissa's place tomorrow and then blowing it up. Freeing Darian while
What?
we're at it.
Blowing it up?
Yes.
And you're prepared to deal with the consequences of this? Because that's going to draw attention.
It will. You haven't been here. There has been a lot of not good things happening. Carissa has very openly broken the masquerade. So the thing you might not be happy with is that to get everyone out of the place tomorrow so we can get Darian, we are setting a white loose in a semi-controlled space.
You're right. I don't like that.
I don't like it either. I have taken precautions to make sure it is as far away from anyone it could harm as possible.
It's mercy. I hate the idea of innocent people dying for this.
Yes, I'm aware. As I said, it will be as far away from everyone as possible, and ideally, it will be taken care of quickly by them. And Dante is aware.
What about the others?
Which others?
The other barons. I haven't really stayed in contact with anyone.
Vic is gone. Johnny knows. And I would be the only other one. Samal knows, Cyril knows. Everyone who is a major player knows.
And we're all prepared to deal with the backlash from the Ivory Tower when we attempt to unseat the prince.
As prepared as we could be. Cyril is potentially taking over Carissa's barony, so there's no power vacuum. There's worse choices.
I'm gonna trust you on this. I'm gonna trust you on this.
Cantori have
This
pulled
is a
up
lot.
to a park near Shiloh's spot. Shiloh's Haven. Is this where you want to be? Near your place? Or do you want to stay in the coterie place?
If I could stay in the coterie place, I'd appreciate it. I don't trust.
Do you have
Amy
anything
told
here
me
you
about
need?
the blood hunt. That
Right.
I don't trust others to not.
Is there anything you want to get from your place?
No, nothing that I need.
Okay. If you need blood bags, I have them in the apartment above the bar. And then Tori will go to a park near that haven.
Okay.
There's a conversation we need to have that I think will be better had outside.
Okay.
Can you see if there is anyone around us?
Yeah, sure, I'll look. And she'll activate Sense the Unseen.
Okay. There is nobody around.
Zora lead her over to the park bench. So, it was recently exposed that, and the rest of the coterie knows, and so does Barney, and you need to be aware. I don't feed on mortals. You've seen me feed on Blitz and Kaja and Reyna. It is not my typical way to feed.
Shiloh gets very quiet and you see her stiffen up for just a fraction of a second.
Yes, this is why I wanted it to be here. You can leave. I won't be upset. I won't do anything. And you can have the night. And then if you want to talk in the morning, we can. Regardless of your decision, I'm still getting Darian out tomorrow.
I mean, just... I'm not gonna lie, it makes me nervous. Is this... I have to know. Is this a you thing, or is this a Sabbat thing?
Those two mostly go hand in hand for this.
Okay.
It's not that I cannot feed for mortals. I don't trust myself to stay in control and not slip back into that brutality. If you want some proof of that, you can talk to Danny about it.
We've been running together, doing jobs, even before being a coterie for the better part of what? Year, 2 years?
A year or so.
Haven't... And life is funny. Out of all the people I've ever met in this world, the ex-Sabbat that happened to be the nicest. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt because you've never done anything to actively hurt me or the coterie. I'm not gonna lie, it makes me real worried. That if only because that means it's extra dangerous if something happens for me.
Tori will hand her the keys. Here. Just take the night. It's a lot to think about.
Okay. I mean,
If you wanted to talk to anyone, please keep it within the people that know.
the only person I really need to have a conversation with is currently not in a fit state to have a conversation, so we'll get to that later.
Simone knows as well, as does Winnie, if you wanted to talk to them. Simone is staying at the Coterie House currently.
what it's worth, I appreciate you being honest with me.
I can't say I hadn't hoped that it would not come up, but I have been taking care, especially recently, to make sure that it is, for lack of better words, ethically sourced. Hasn't always been like that, but especially recently.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn sometimes there's no escaping the beast.
No. Anyway, I'll let you think on that. You know, who knows if you wanted to talk to them.
Would you do me a favor and warn the others about Darian? I don't want anyone getting too close to him until we know for sure.
Yes. If you see Samal at the house, you'll have to tell him. Or I can find him later.
I'll talk to him if he's there.
Let me know if it's Win if you want to talk to him. If you want to talk to Win, I'll put you together.
We'll see.
If it helps anything, he eats the dead. Not like me.
We'll see.
And Tori will walk away.
Okay. So, was there anything that Shyla would like to do? Specifically, or is she just going to kind of sit there for a couple hours?
Shallow doesn't want to stay out in the open. She's going to make her way to the safe house and see if Small's there.
He is. He's currently arguing with Alexa, trying to get it to play something.
Do you need some help with that?
Hello? No, it went to sleep, and I'm trying to get it to keep playing.
Oh.
It's only been a minute. Walked in at
Okay.
that time.
Right, if you're sure.
No, I'm fine. He kind of turns around and tells it to keep playing. Then it playing. And it starts back up. And he kind of turns back to you and says, "Did not expect you to be back. Or at least show up here when you did come back."
Things progressed. And let's just say I got a kick in the head from some of my sire's friends.
Good. Sometimes a kick is better than a shovel, but a smack in the head sometimes awakens things. Are you okay?
No, I'm a fucking salubri. I'm not okay.
I meant physically.
As fine as I can be, I guess. Tori had told me about her feeding habits, and then I asked her if it was a Sabat thing or if it was just a her thing, and she said it was mostly a Sabat thing, and so now I'm like super worried about people getting too close to Darren after he's been like practically starved for the better part of 15 years. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I did not mean to just emotionally vomit at you the second I walked in the door. I was hoping I could have a rational conversation, but apparently not.
Can you get a hold of Tori for me?
Sure. And Shiloh will pull out her phone and call Tori.
It might not work for the voice, but if it doesn't, ask her if I can have an open conversation about what happened with you.
Okay.
And certain histories. So, how quickly would Tori pick up?
Probably fairly quickly.
Okay, so I need to make a roll. It comes across as a jumbled mess, so Shiloh will absolutely have to be the mediator in this one.
I didn't understand a word of that.
Samal wanted me to ask you if it's okay for him to share something.
What
about
something?
A certain history. He was kind of vague about it.
The line stays quiet for about a full minute. As much as he feels he needs to. Click.
We need to talk. And we will jump away from that scene. Now, Tori, you meet up with your next meeting roughly 2:30 in the morning. You come up and it's a guy's got a polo shirt on. He's got a civil contracting services emblem on his shirt. He's got a work truck, and he's like, so you need to find some stuff underground.
Yeah. For spelunking purposes.
Oh. You know we ain't got no caves in Atlanta, right?
Right.
So I assume this is
I was attempting to make a joke.
right. Is it a strictly need to be done at night service, or are you able to come out during the day?
I can't, but I could probably have... It's not ideal. Ideally, I can find out as soon as possible.
Alright. Me and my crew can do some surveys around the area that you need. We just kind of need to know what we're looking for and where we're looking for it.
Are you
Before you ask, yes, I do know what you are, what your kind are, so I'm not dumb enough to open my mouth where it ain't supposed to be open.
I was going to ask if you were or were not.
No, I'm not. However, being contracted through a couple steps, I've met the real ugly ones before.
Okay.
Made a cistern into a whole house one time. It was an awful job, but I got paid really well, so I didn't really care.
Yep. Here in the city, I assume. Not far from here.
No, it's up north of the city.
North. Well, that's roughly probably the area I'm asking about.
All right.
How?
Give me an address, and I'll all around the place. Because we'll officially be looking for gas lines.
Good. Give him Carissa's address.
And kind of looks at it, and he kind of laughs. And it's like, you ain't the first one that's been looking.
Oh. Are you able to tell me who else has, or how many people at least?
Confidentiality says no, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's been less than 5. And obviously more than 1. So, low number.
Okay. So, do you already have the answer then?
No, actually, I met with them earlier tonight. For the same thing.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'll make sure we do a thorough job now. I assume it's for a large subterranean tunnel or opening.
Yes, you know what you're looking for.
Good. I just need to know where to deliver the report when I'm done with it. Or to whom.
What time does the bar close / stay open to?
They close at like 5 in the morning.
Do you
And they
roughly know
open-
what... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, they open around noon.
Do you roughly know what time you would have this report by?
If we're lucky, I have it to you by noon. If it takes us all day, I have it to you by dusk.
Okay, that works then. Cameron at 99 Bottles.
All right. I don't know exactly where that is, but I assume that's the name of a business. So
A bar. I
okay.
can give you that address too.
Nah, I'll put it into GPS and it'll take me there.
Okay.
And you said Cameron?
Yes.
Okay.
If he's not there, you can at least leave a message for him, please.
All right. I'll leave it. Your bill's already been paid, so that was part of the whole getting in contact fee.
Okay.
And since I've got a dual customer for the same thing, makes it easier.
Right.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I appreciate it as well. And he hops in his truck and drives off. And the rest of everybody's evening is quiet. And as you drift off to day sleep, and I mean moments before, Tori, your phone goes off.
She able to read it?
You kind of turn your head, and it's kind of like propped up. And it just says, Mein Freund. With a unknown caller. And then it has a picture with it. And then you fade off to sleep. Ah!
Okay.
And that's where we will pick up next time on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So, announcements. Go to TotalPartyCrit.com for character bios, personal bios. Find all of the links to our games, finding the videos and links to the videos on YouTube, as well as all of our podcasting platforms that we are currently on. At the bottom-ish of the page, there is a link to DiceLegion.com. Use that link to get a certain percentage off at checkout. We'll get a little bit of a kickback from it, which is great for us because, yeah, it's also good for them. It's also good for you because who doesn't like dice? And then finally, we have our Patreon down at the bottom of the page as well. A link there. If you can support us monetarily, that'd be fantastic. Each one of the tiers has different things that you get with it. Whether it be special roles on Discord, special channels on Discord, there's gonna be after game talks, and then of course other things like if I actually finally get my scenarios written down, those will be in there too for free to the Patreon subscribers. But I don't have any up yet, so yeah. If you can't do monetary support, liking, reviewing, subscribing, sharing, I personally don't care who you tell. If you want to tell your doctor, your mom, your dad, your oncologist, hopefully you don't have an oncologist, but that's just the first thing that popped in my head. I know my grandmother's, yeah. Anyway, or who knows, your dog's babysitter, who knows? Tell them all.
You're Alan.
Yes, you're Alan. So, tell them, have them start listening. Word of mouth goes a long way. Listen, just people listening to our stuff goes a long way. But reviews help way more than they probably should, but yeah, it's fine. So do that, please. And with that, as long as I didn't miss anything,
I think we're good.
okay. So with that, have a good evening. Stay safe. Stay out of downtown.
Farewell.